Hey guys, this is Jeff here and welcome back to Runnergy. I have the new 1080 version 15 here. This is an interesting shoe. Let's talk about it. Here we go. Starting with the bottom, as we always do. We got this kind of carbon rubber on the bottom. It's kind of slick, I gotta say. We'll have to see what it's like once we're running in it, but it does seem kind of slick compared to the previous version. It's also very open right here. You got this whole patch of just white outsole, midsole material here that's usually not as durable. And then you got some more carbon here in the high abrasive areas in the back and the heel. It is still kind of rounded back here. Some people did not like that, who felt like it kind of rocked a little bit back here. Let's get onto the midsole here. This is that new kind of nitrogen material that a lot of shoes have been using. It's very lightweight, very springy. It still has this quite aggressive groove right here, if you can see, that tends to squish like this. So we'll have to see what the stability is like on this shoe, but I'm not banking on it being too stable right there. Let's see here. The rest of it should be very cushy. It does feel cushy when I have it on. I tried it on a little bit, and just initial feeling of this. I'm actually waiting for a complete unit to try out, but we'll see. This is it's very springy and very light, but again, we'll have to see what the durability is like and what the torsional support is. Let's actually take a look and see what that actually looks like, just like this right here. And let's see here. It definitely twists, and I would have to say I think it twists more than the previous version. So again, but boy, you take that thing out and this thing is super lightweight feeling. So definitely more of a difference between the 880 and the 1080 on this. The upper on here looks very nice, looks very breathable. It's got these little holes and pockets in there. We'll have to see if it's more breathable than the previous one. It's got these little texture spots. You know, the upper looks pretty, pretty normal. Doesn't look particularly thin or thick or anything like that. The tongue is medium padded here. Pretty run-of-the-mill laces on here. Hopefully we'll have to see if this hits the back of my Achilles like the previous one. The previous one really pushed in and really bothered my Achilles for honestly about 3 months. It took about 3 months to get over that. So this is the new 1080 version 15 from New Balance. It definitely looks like a more attention towards a lighter, more performance-y, responsive type of shoe. I do believe it went up to 170 as far as price goes. Still has that 6mm front to back drop on here. Yeah, other than that, we'll just have to see how it goes with this one. It definitely, like I said, definitely lighter feeling, more responsive, and cushier than the previous one. But and more of a distinctive. If you want that more solid, kind of more stable feeling shoe, then probably want to look at the 880, which was my shoe pick of the year last year, especially when it was 140. They did kind of mid-season change it up to 150, which was kind of a disappointment, especially since Asics still has the GT2000, and I believe the Cumulus are both still at 140. So kind of disappointing that New Balance felt the need to, in the middle of a season or a cycle, bump the 880 from 140 to 150. I mean, it's still a worthy shoe at that price, and still is my shoe pick of the year for 2025, but yeah, I think they should have waited till the next version of the 880. I mean, it would have been only a few months. So anyways, the new 1080 version 15. It looks very good. I'm waiting for a pair to be able to test out and everything. Hopefully in the next week or two, I'll get that and update it. And oh yeah, right there it says Infusion on the back there. Hopefully you can see that. It is saying Infusion. So that is that nitrogen material that's been infused into the midsole. A lot of shoe brands are doing that. Ultra, Brooks, just to name a few of them. And we'll see. This is definitely could be a good race day shoe for somebody who maybe has a little bit beefier shoe to train in. Certainly, has good cushioning, but not like the New Balance More. If you're looking for a much more cushioned shoe, you have the New Balance More. Again, if you're looking for a little bit less and a little bit more stable, you have the 880. And then you have the New Balance 860 if you tend to like overpronate. I don't think this 1080 version 15 here is going to be a shoe for someone who overpronates severely. So I would be definitely looking more at like the New Balance 880 or possibly the the 860. So yeah, so if you tend to really overprint it, you're probably looking at like the New Balance 860. That's much more of a stability type shoe with that plastic piece and 2-density foam on the medial side for pronation control. So yeah, so just kind of going over some of the New Balances there. And then of course you have the Rebel. I think this is going to be very competing with that Rebel from New Balance, because they're both pretty light. I mean, this is a little bit more shoe, maybe if you're doing maybe longer stuff, but like this would be, I can see this being a great marathon or maybe half marathon race type shoe for someone who trains in something a little bit beefier, and they say the New Balance Rebel is maybe not enough shoe for them. They may want to look at something like this 1080. If you're pretty light on your feet and you don't tend to have any stability issues, maybe you put like a super feet or or you have an insole you can put in there to add some more spine to the shoe. I do think this is definitely less spine torsional support than, say, the previous version. So we'll just have to see. It definitely seems a more responsive shoe than the previous one. So yeah, anyway, this is Jeff here at Runnergy. Thanks for watching. Definitely keep an eye on this one here, and keep on moving. You got to keep moving. You moving? That guy over there looks like he's moving. He's definitely moving. He's moving somewhere. See you on the next video. Thanks for watching. Bye.